Hello and welcome back to another video from 55 degrees north. Today I'm in Newcastle city centre at Eldon Square as I take on the challenge of finding out just how much the city has really changed from then to now. We will be comparing old photographs from the past and see what it looks like today. Newcastle, a city with rich history, has undergone significant transformations over the years, leaving many to wonder what's remained the same and what has changed for good. So let's dive right in and see what's changed. So starting at the top end of Grainger Street, which of course is named after Richard Grainger, who was responsible for a lot of the streets around this part of the city. Looking at this photo from 1995, the main thing which stands out, the street is mainly now pedestrianised, with all the parking bays being removed along with all the bollards. Also on the left of the photo you can see canopies above the shops which were removed a long time ago. And looking at Gray's monument, it has definitely had a clean up since 1995. And looking beyond the monument you can see the difference to the Monument Mall in the very background. Around at Newgate Street, which has seen a lot of change over the last few years. So looking down the street you can see what used to be the old Newgate shopping centre and Swallow Hotel have now completely gone from this photo in 1996. They have both been replaced by a modern hotel along with some new shops, restaurants and leisure facilities. Staying on Newgate Street, looking in the opposite direction towards the former Debenhams department store, you can see a lot of change has taken place since this photograph from 1992. Long gone is the multi-storey car park and the little bus station outside. The car park, along with the old Green Market and some of Eldon Square, were demolished in 2007 to make way for the new bit Eldon Square, which stands there today. Moving in to Eldon Square shopping centre and going back to 1976, when the shopping centre first opened, there's been a lot of upgrades done to the centre over the years, with the main difference the John Lewis Circular Cafe has long gone, and even the name has changed, as it used to be called Bainbridge's when they first moved to the centre from their original location on Market Street. You can see all the original lighting has been replaced with a brick glass roof, and looking at the seats, I think the original 1976 ones look more comfortable than their present day counterparts. Staying in Eldon Square, where the centre's leisure centre used to be located, as the council closed it down around the time of the pandemic and it never reopened. Again, a lot has changed since 1986, where you can see the entrance to the leisure centre on the left has now been replaced by a social hub. Again, this is another area which has had a glass roof installed, and you can see the difference the light makes, and all the shops you see in the photo were taken away when the centre had a refurbishment to make way for the food court you can see now. Moving on to Northumberland Street and the main entrance to Eldon Square, and there's a massive difference between 1982 and now, with today's modern entrance open with a glass roof compared to the old entrance which was closed in and surrounded by glass. It's like the total opposite way around to the original entrance. So we're now going to do some serious time travelling. We're now heading back to the late 1800s to early 1900s and to Blackett Street, as I have no firm date for this photograph. So obviously the main difference you can see is tram cars running up and down, and looking at the old picture and looking down the right hand side you can see the shops from the picture have now been replaced by the Eldon Square shopping centre, which started construction in the late 1960s. And looking straight ahead you can see the buildings at the bottom of the picture are pretty much the same today as they were all them years back. Now moving on to where I'd done the introduction of the video, Eldon Square, as some people may know it as Hippie Green. Looking at this photo from 1965, I think this is one of the biggest mistakes to hit Newcastle, with the demolition of two sides of the square to make way for the shopping centre. Surely there must have been a way to keep the fronts of the buildings as we've seen them do it in the past on Market Street in the 1980s and to this year, where they've kept the old Collier House fascia on the new His Majesty's Revenue and Customs building on Pilgrim Street. I think Eldon Square lost a lot of its character when they knocked down two sides and only left one remaining, which you can see in the photograph now. I think it would have been much better if they had kept all three in place. If you've got a story to share about Newcastle, or if you've experienced change in the city firsthand, please let me know in the comments below. Also, please give the video a massive thumbs up as it really helps my channel grow, and if you've not already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell notification when I release more videos. A massive thank you for watching. See you next time on 55 Degrees North.